This is the new UWP-D21 package from Sony.
Cinema 5D at NAB 2019 is brought to you by B&H, the professional source for all your video needs. CVP, the leading specialist in creative cine, video and photo solutions. Cartoni, supports your vision. Fujinon, ultimate optical performance. And Gudson, capture the world.
Hey guys, Graham Mailer-Sheldon here from cinema5d.com. We're at NAB 2019. I'm right outside the Sony booth, and here on my left is Andy from the audio professional side of Sony. And Andy, I'm actually using the UWP-D11 system right now, and you're holding what is really the next generation, right?
Yeah, that's one way to put it, exactly. So we're showing here at the show some things that we have changed is, first of all, we made them a little bit more compact. We made them a little smaller. And we also made a new MI shoe that is a little bit shorter. That's important for alpha users, for alpha cameras, where you don't want the receiver sticking out as far in front over the lenses and stuff like that. We have added to all of the units OLED displays. I would say, though, that a common challenge for photogs is that they might be a little bit afraid of scanning for proper frequencies. So one of the things we have implemented in this version is an NFC communications between the two. And instead of having to go into a dedicated menu to enable the scan, we just hit a purpose-built button on the top panel of the receiver. You hold it down for a couple of seconds and it starts scanning. And then when it's finished, you just take the transmitter and you hold it to it via NFC. It vibrates when you know that it's done and you're good to go. And if it's very easy to just set this to scan and find you the quietest frequency wherever you are and whenever you are, and easily set the transmitter to match, what could be better? Your editor is not going to yell at you because you got a dropout or interference or whatever, right?
Right. So you have a more compact form factor, a little easier to mount, easier to pair. What other problems? One last thing.
We at Sony have a very unique ability. Since we manufacture both cameras and the wireless, we can do certain integration features between the two. And so we have something called a multi-interface shoe architecture. So what you would normally expect to be a cold shoe, now if you look inside, there's a boatload of little pins in there.
It's a hot shoe.
It's a hot shoe. But what it allows you to do is put the shoe adapter on, mount the receiver right on the camera, and you're done. Audio goes right down through the shoe, and you don't even need to have batteries in most cases on the receiver because it'll derive its power from the camera. It just is very quick setup, very fast integration. Now, this is getting a bit technically into the weeds, but UWP-D stands for UHF Wireless Package, and the D stands for Digital Signal Processing. Analog wireless generally needs what's called a companding scheme. You compress the signal right before it leaves the transmitter, and you send it, and when it hits the receiver, you re-expand it. Well, in the UWP-D series, those will allow for a digital MI shoe update. And this is the new little MI shoe, which is switchable between digital and analog, and it marries to the back of the receiver, and you put the whole thing on. And where you would put this onto a camera that has this digital MI shoe capability, you can now bypass the last D to A and A to D in the camera, so you can stay in the digital domain and become right part of the video file. That's kind of a very cool thing.
So tell me about pricing and availability.
This is going to be sometime in the fall and should be roughly equivalent to where we are now. But everything is subject to change.
So you're at like roughly $1,000 for a transmitter receiver now, right?
Street price is lower, much lower down by a few $100s. It's very, very reasonable, and it's very accessible.
Well, I mean, Andy, you've come up with, I think, a lot of compelling reasons to marry Sony audio with Sony cameras, honestly. So thank you so much.
I got to say one final thing. We live in a world of video, but TV and movies would be incredibly boring if you turned the sound off. Audio is half, if not more, of what's important. As humans, sorry for the soapbox, but as humans, we like seeing pretty things, but we communicate with language, with sound, with emotion and music, so sound is important. And one final statement, learn audio, learn sound, make it your friend. Don't make it your enemy, that it's going to bite you in the butt. If you learn as much about it as possible, it will serve you well.
Thank you very much, Andy. Make sound your friend.
Make sound your friend.
All right, thanks guys. That's it from us here at the Sony booth. Stay tuned to cinema5d.com for more continuing coverage from NAB 2019.
Win $5,000 worth of gear in our NAB 2019 giveaway together with Serb and Joby. You can win a Genie 3-Axis Pro Slider Epic Kit, a Magic Carpet carbon fiber slider, and a GorillaPod with Genie Mini. To enter the giveaway, simply click the link below and follow the instructions. All winners will be drawn on April 30th. Good luck and stay tuned to Cinema 5D.